Hello there, Christy. This is Jonathan. Um, I'm uploading this video for you really so you can see how to create the very first sound on your flute. I meant to do this with your own flute, and I recorded a video with your own flute using a different software, and I don't know, I was having problems uploading, so I apologize. By the time this video is getting to see you, your flute's already in the mail. So the one I'm going to show you is a different flute, but it's made the same way as yours. So as you can see, this is the mouthpiece. This semicircle right here is what splits the breath as it comes out of your mouth. I'm going to show you from another angle. This is that same mouthpiece. This is the part that is placed against your mouth, most likely your lower part of your bottom lip. Whereas here, again, this is what is going to split your breath as the breath moves out of your mouth. So I'm going to show you what that sounds like. So here, and I'm going to come really close so you can see. And this is what my tongue is doing. There's my tongue. It's angled down behind my bottom set of teeth, just pointed down. And I'm blowing out in this direction. The wind that's leaving my mouth is going down the same length of the flute. It's not being blown perpendicular. It's blowing out across this way. I'll show you the difference. Nothing's happening that way. Now watch, I'm going to just barely move this. I'm going to show you how I hit it. Now I'm going to move it towards my nose, just barely a little bit, and you'll see that I'll miss it now. Here we go, I'm going to hit it. You see how small of a movement that was? I'm going to drag it towards my chin, and you'll watch, I'll hit it. Now if I go too far towards my chin, I'll miss it again. Essentially, when I'm placing it low on my chin, I'm blowing right over top of this thing. When I place it just right on the vermilion border where your lip meets your skin again, you end up more or less splitting the breath perfectly and creating that sound. When I bring the flute too far towards my nose and say I place it here, my breath goes right down this tube, right in there, and misses being split right above there. That is the only trick to getting this. It doesn't take rocket science. It's not super impossible. And if at first you don't succeed, you will and can get it. Brian was able to get it. Most yogis can get it. It just takes a little bit of patience. And when you're first trying, this is the first lesson. You take the flute, just hold it in one hand, your left hand, bring it to your mouth, and try to get that sound. If you bring it to your mouth, and it's not in this one spot, and you keep trying, it's never going to be in that spot. So don't sweat it, take it away, and try another spot. Of course, Brian can also help you find, if you're having troubles, he's figured it out and we'll be able to show you. So, this is the very first lesson in a sense, is how to create the first sound. And then I also have tutorials, which I'll leave you a link to, and you can look at those as you're ready for them. But the flute is made for your left hand to hold towards the top, the upper notes, and the right hand to hold the bottom of the flute. Okay, it's an ergonomic design. And when you see your flute, you understand what I mean, that the right hand is made for the bottom two notes, and the left hand is made for the top three, with the thumb hole too. So when all the holes are covered, this is what it sounds like. This flute is also the key of A, the same flute that you'll receive. So, when all the holes are covered, you're hearing the deepest sound. When you lift up the right ring finger, you're going to hear the next deepest. And then so on as we go up. Finger by finger. Now notice when that thumb hole's open, I have to have all the other holes open below it for it to work out. That's closing the thumb hole, and then the left index, and the left pinky, and the right index, and the right ring finger. And that is a scale. Thumb, index, pinky, index, and again that ring. It's just going down the flute or going back up the flute. And remembering, if you're listening to these notes, say we want to listen to this pinky note, the other two above it are going to be closed, but the ones below it have to be open. It's allowing the air to leave right from that spot. Now when I close it, sound's coming out of here. When I open that pinky again, alright, so that concludes this first little bit. I hope that this finds you well and wonderful, and that you're super stoked with your flute. And let me know how it goes for you. Many blessings to you. Aloha.